Hello and good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world. Um, Disclaimer: if you're looking for lots of shiny things or um, a fantastic, fun, a silly video, this one's not for you today. Nope, that's it. Warning. Okay. I'm also not giving really kind of, well, no, I'm not giving any advice as such. I am actually going to be giving factual information, which you probably can see by the title, which is your gold safe? Sorry, gold and silver. So, basically, is your precious metal safe? Now, I know a lot of videos have been done about this, but none have actually been done about what I'm going to talk about. And you know, I kind of had a thought recently, and I shared it. It was last week. Captain Jerk I was talking to, and he said, you should make a video about this. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do that. So Captain Jerk, this one's for you. So you see, I have three bits here, and I'll even include a tiny little ring for the moment. But yeah, okay. Um, so is your gold and precious metals really safe? Well, we could all fool ourselves. That's right. This is coming from the man who has more safes than Fort Knox. This is also coming from a man who, well, if you enter my property, good luck. I wish you well. I won't leave any flowers on your grave. However, let's be realistic here. Is it safe? Physical gold, okay, and physical silver, is it safe? And the reason I keep mentioning gold is I was drawn to this subject because of um, a subject that I was actually looking into a bit more and touching up on, and I'll get to that in a second. But the biggest issue is that as I started looking back throughout history and kind of on a weird timeline. And as I do that, I'm going to show you just one of these. I suddenly noticed that no, your gold and silver is not safe. Now you probably can gather from right here. This is the Third Reich, and of course this corresponds with World War II, and it was a horrific and tragic event, a time, a place in history that just it was atrocious, and that's why I keep mentioning gold, because all of these things here are what inspired me to make this video. Now, okay, fine, yeah, having physical gold at home or vaulted like I do in both situations, and silver, uh, is risky, especially in your home. But even vaulted. I mean, the people uh, during World War II, for instance, trusted their gold and valuables to be sent off to a quote neutral bank, aka Swiss bank, and it turned out to really not be that neutral at all. In fact, I mean, the Nazis deposited just in World War II alone 440 million at the time in gold. And apparently, according to Wiki and everything else, about 316 million, so more than a third of that, was deemed to be or considered to be looted. Now, looted's a lovely way to put it. It has such a shine. It's it makes you think, looted. Yeah, they didn't just go into people's houses; they were taking people's teeth. Come on, it's it wasn't a thing. So, could this really happen again? Well, I have a link. I'm going to attach it, and I'd actually like you to have a look at it because it does make you wonder whether you're actually, putting yourself at risk or um, just by owning gold and silver. I mean, it's a big issue. Um, but yeah, it really is one of these. By the way, that's a D, that's an E, that's an E. Um, but I have no idea what they mean. I'm not a fan, for the record. Not sure, not sure why I'm touching these, but you go back throughout history, and the American Civil War. Let's start there. That's a fun one, right? American Civil War. Well, they took away and banned gold. Yep, that's right. Have as many guns as you like, guys. To all my fellow Americans, I'm afraid. And guess where the gold ended up? That's right. It came all the way over here where I am at the moment now. Come on. Most of the gold ended up in the UK, which is just incredible. And they were buying it apparently for, um, if you were lucky, I think, they were giving you something like $13 or, well, up to $13 an ounce. Now that's for 1 ounce, one troy ounce of gold. Okay, so this is quite funny. But at the time, gold was valued at over $20 plus an ounce. I think Sir Isaac Newton had already established gold in the 1700s. I may have that date wrong, but you'll see it from the link in the website in this video, whatever. But yeah, he made it equivalent to 1 ounce equaled 20 pounds. So we have Sir Isaac Newton to blame for that one, to give a denomination on gold. He was the first person to do that. Did you know that? Yeah, there you go. Fun facts. But so we had the American Civil War. The war got financed by gold. People had all their gold taken away, or apart from jewelry that was allowed. You can have a ring or whatever you like. World War One, no different really. People were hoarding gold. And even today, it's still the case. And it's not just gold, it is silver as well. And, with recent events, recent kind of, it's really difficult to explain it, situations unfolding, you notice that you're suddenly being taxed now. I mean, to my fellow Americans, you guys have pretty much, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, have always been taxed on gold. We're lucky we don't get taxed on gold. But over here, we've in the UK, we get hit really hard on silver, or platinum, or palladium. There it goes. I spat it out too raw. And yeah, it's just one of those really odd things that, if a government suddenly starts having interest in taxing you for your silver, for your gold, you can have as much security system as you like, but in the end, the government will take whatever it wants to take. And it's something I'm not happy with. So I'm not really too sure. I'm reconsidering, or at least thinking, because this may or may never happen in our lifetimes, right? God, I really hope not. But you have a situation where, of course, if someone breaks into your house and you're capable of defending yourself, yes, okay, yeah, you could probably defend your gold and silver, your jewelry, your family, whatever. If, however, it's a government and you suddenly have a squadron outside of your house, good luck. There's no way you're going to hold down that fort and get away with that loot. Don't care who you are. You could be Jason Bourne. It's not going to happen. Um, so it does make you, it makes it, well, it may not make you wonder whatsoever, but it makes me wonder about what the overall stretch is, what my goal is. When am I going to sell at a certain time? When am I going to take that, the earnings that I've, accumulated over these years, um, take them out from the vault, turn it into fiat cash. I mean, at the moment, it's quite an unstable event here in the UK with Brexit looming and everything else. It's one of those hard situations of what to do. When is the best time? And, is it safe? Is it safe sitting where it's sitting? Is it, and don't get me wrong, this is not a video about me saying, look, go sell off all of your silver, all of your gold. Heck no. Just make sure you bury it deep enough that a typical metal detector won't find it. But yeah, no, on the serious side, it's one of those things of, you do need to kind of consider, um, you don't have to consider it at all, I guess, but think about what would happen, all of your investments, all of your money, all of your future, which, during World War II, for instance, was snapped away, in a blink of an eye from all these people. And it was the Jewish people. There was many ethnical groups, but it was primarily Jewish um, families that were affected. And again, I have no religion, so please note that. I'm not taking sides with anybody. I think the atrocities during World War II were horrific. Um, but another interesting fact is, what about your gold that you're currently holding? When was it manufactured? Now, for some of us who've been in this game for a long time and have had gold pre 1990s, if you like, you may want to get some of that gold tested. Seriously, you may want to. Why? Ask someone with an XRF machine to check it for mercury. If you don't know what that is, it's a heavy metal. It was used in fillings and stuff like that. And yes, that stuff still exists in gold. Not necessarily in today's. So the gold that we have, like maybe in this little tiny ring that I have here, I have no idea where the origins came from. It could have been dug up. It could have been used. I mean, gold gets recycled, right? But and with the modern day refining processes, yeah, chances are you won't detect anything on the new bar. But if you have something old, yeah, I'd have a look. Well, this was a really weird video because I couldn't really give you a main basis on to say, you know, how to best to protect yourself. I mean, I will say that, if you are storing stuff in your property for a start, store it, securely. Vault, put it into a safe of some description that's nondescript. It's not in your face. You're not going to see it. Make sure that, it's pinned in multiple places or hidden, hide it. You want discretion. None of you have ever seen any of my safes, and that's for good reason, because I don't want you to, you know. But security is a big thing. And having your assets all in one location, in one place, I also think is a bad idea. I would say to put it into, a storage company, not a store like a, hey, let's rent a storage locker. Don't do that, guys. Seriously, do not do that. But what I would suggest is that you look at, if you could open up a safety deposit box and all of that, for gold and stuff. I mean, those are really good options. Um, just because it's not in your house, someone could break in, obviously. It's one less risk that you have to take. Um, but have a look at the link, please. And I wish you guys well, because it is a big eye opener when you take a look. And this stuff goes back to ancient times as well. The list is compiled, I think, after about the 1500s. But I mean, there's stuff, before, BC and 80 as well, where almost everything stems from gold and silver, precious metals, and, them always being recognized. And still to this day, it's true. Some commodities we take for granted, like oil or whatever, but there's more to it than just that. So this isn't a conspiracy video. This is just kind of a wake up call or a reminder to say, look, history is there for a reason, and it's repeated itself so many times. Are we really going to sit back and, accept it, or how can we prevent it in the future? Or can we prevent it in the future? I don't know. Well, those are my thoughts, everyone. And I'm not sure how safe my gold and silver and my platinum and all of my precious metals are. I know I've done everything I possibly could do, but I hope I never see the day when history repeats itself, and I hope it never does repeat itself, because it is just truly horrific. Some of the things that have, a lot of the things that have gone on, and it does make you kind of put stuff into perspective. I mean, I've shown this, and I think this is what's kind of touching me. I just think, the person who was holding on to this or whatever, and I don't know. I'm not a fan at all. Kind of want to bin it in a lot of ways, but it's history. So I have a lot of coins like that, a lot of coins from this era. And I'm no way promoting, that rubbish. By the way, another interesting fact is that, if you don't know already, if you ever go to Germany, or if you are in Germany, you probably already know this. Obviously, you will know this. Is that obviously if you have a swastika, yeah, because we've all seen the swastika on this thing here, on the bottom. Yeah, there you go. It's a stupid thing. Then, yeah, if you get caught with one of those tattooed on your body, guess what? You go into prison. I think that should be adopted everywhere. But that's my views. Anyway, Ace Bullion out. I hope you guys have a great day. So thank you for listening to my ramblings, and I'll let you crack on. So have a great one, guys. Bye for now.